let's take a look at how we set up an Alice if statement. It's a little confusing because of the way you have to start the conditions. But the first thing I need to do is add some objects to my scene. So I'm going to click the Add Objects button, and I'm going to go down to the Nature class because I want the waterfall. Remember, these are in alphabetical order. Here's the waterfall, and I'm going to position it to start with about right there. I'm doing a drag and drop to get it in, and that's too close, so I'm going to back it up, and I'm also going to turn it slightly and then move it over so it's kind of in the center of the screen. Then I'm going to take it down so that the edge is not quite so high, about like that. Going back to the local gallery by clicking the link, and I'm going to go into the animals folder, and I'm looking for a frog. There's the frog, and again I'm dragging and dropping so I can position the frog about right there. And I want to make him a little bigger so he can be seen. There we go. Done. Now notice that there is an event when the world starts running, the waterfall starts. That's because someone, whoever created this waterfall, actually added an event and animated that waterfall. But we're concerned with the frog right here. First thing I need to do is to pick up the if tile from down at the bottom of the edit panel here and drag it into the proper place. And I want something to happen if the condition is true, so I'm going to select true. And it opens up the panel where I have an if and an else clause. And if in order to get something in here, as far as a condition goes, I'm going to select the world and then go to functions. And here are my conditions. And there are quite a few of them, including time, advanced math, other things. What we really want is, and we have Boolean too, what we really want here is if A is greater than B. So I'm going to drag this tile over and drop it. Wait till it turns green on top of true and drop it. It's going to give me some options here, and I'm going to choose the 1 and then the 1 again. Now we're going to change this so it really doesn't matter the value, although I do want the 1 here. So I'm going to select the frog now, and I'm looking at the frog functions, and I want to check to see how close the frog is to the pool of water at the bottom of the waterfall. So what I'm going to choose here is the proximity, and again there's proximity, size, spatial relationships, point of view, and some others. So I want proximity, distance 2. So I'm going to grab this tile, and I want to put it right on top of that first 1. Make sure it's green when you let go, and I'm going to choose pool from the drop down here. So I'm asking the question if the frog's distance to the waterfall is greater than 1. So I've set up my condition. What do I want the frog to do? I actually want the frog, and I'm going to click methods. I want the frog to move up. So I'm going to choose a move tile and drag it down where it says do nothing under if. I want him to move up 1 meter. And I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to right click, make a copy. And now the only thing I need to change here is this, which the direction the frog is going to move, and I'm going to choose move down 1 meter. So if this condition is true, the frog will move up 1 meter and then down 1 meter. However, if it's not true, I want the frog to do something else. And we actually have quite a number, well, not quite a number, but 3 methods here that someone created. But the first thing I want to do is have the frog actually do a foot tap and a head nod if he is further away. So let's test it by playing our animation. He's obviously greater than 1 meter away from the pool because he did jump, and of course I can restart that. Remember, my condition was if he was more than 1 meter away, he was supposed to move up and down. So now let me change the value here. We currently have 1, but let's choose a big number. Let's say 50. So now I'm asking if the distance to the pool, if the frog's distance to the pool is greater than 50. If that's true, again, he should jump up and down. But if it's false, he should do a head nod and a foot tap. So I'm going to play the animation, and he does his head nod and his foot tap. So you've now seen how to set up an if block in Alice.